and at that time then I was doing it on my own, but eventually I used the guidance of NCA, the notes and all, and started clearing exams. एक आधा मैंने करा था खुद पहले से, and then I also had an extra exam TOTS, तो उसमें भी help हो गई थी notes में.
Where are you logging in from?
From Ottawa right now.
Ottawa. Wow. So
Yeah.
you all can see that so many learners of ours have gone to Canada, and we are so proud, right? It's so amazing to, speak to you.
Yeah.
And can you tell us, Navkaran, a little bit about your background? That PR story was pretty cool. How you had gone there first, and now you came back, cleared exams. Now you're going back in a new style. So tell us about it, no?
Yeah, so actually the last time I think I was on this session, I was in India, and this time I'm in Canada, if I can remember correctly.
Yeah, last time you were in India.
Yeah. So so I had applied for the PR before the pandemic. Me and my wife, like it was like a spouse case, but yeah, we got it due to my legal background, because at that time I think the score was around 470 or something. So I think we were the last ones before the pandemic who got the PR through the express entry.
Which then it froze for some time, like there was a huge
yeah. So we got it. We got the visa and everything. This was like, I think 2019 November.
And this was without a job over there. This was without NCA, without barrister solicitor.
Yeah. So I actually had applied for the transcripts for my NCA after I got my visa and everything. And during that time only, actually, the pandemic started, like in India. So I had applied for them, but I was yet to receive. And I did it from Delhi University. We don't have anything online there. You have to go and apply. It's still old school that way. So yeah, that is my NCA delayed a bit. And otherwise, in the pandemic only, I would have started, and that would.
And what was your Indian background in terms of where you had worked and all of that, and when you had graduated? Your work experience?
So I am from Punjab, and I did my graduation, like Bachelor of Commerce from Punjab University, and then I did my law from Law Faculty, Delhi University. I completed it in 2015, and then I started. I did a few internships in Delhi and all, and then I moved back to my hometown in Patiala. I worked there for a couple of years. Then actually I started working with the government of Punjab, because I had some there was some parallel skills that I explored, because I was bored of my local court work and all. So I did a stint with the government of Punjab. I was working in their PR department. So this is something actually I would like to say that something that the students who are planning to come to Canada or even further, like languages, I think play a very big role. At least in my journey, they have. Even in courts and all, in the local courts, we see your local languages play a lot of role.
So which language? English, IELTS score, and French?
No, so English, of course, per se you need it, but I had a very good hand in Punjabi on a job that I did. Yes, this I'm talking about.
से Canada में फायदा कैसे हुआ?
वो इंडिया में हुआ, उसके बाद कनाडा में भी हो रहा है, वो मैं उसी पे आ रहा हूँ अभी. So I worked in a couple of projects in which they required, as I said, I worked with a government project with the local government there in Punjab. So my skills there were enhanced, and I made some contacts there who moved to Canada. All right. And this all happened while I was waiting. So we stopped because pandemic ho gaya tha. So I had got my visa, and we were planning to go to Canada in the summer of 2020. But we all know what happened around in March, right? The lockdown happened, and our visa was valid till I think 31st of May. And Canada or India में जो travel ban था वो 15th of June तक था. So we couldn't travel, right? And ultimately what happened was, like, there was no communication from anyone because the whole world was going.
So I understand. I recall this that you went to Canada, but you couldn't successfully move. Finding offers was problematic, so you came back first time.
Yeah, this will happen later. This is the first time telling you I couldn't go only.
Achha.
Right? This is before that. Like when the pandemic happened, like I got the PR, my visa expired. Right, so I joined a new job, right? This is where my Punjabi skills and all I enhanced them, right? And so I was working with the Punjab government now. And this is not a law job also. I'm just telling the students that sometimes it is okay to have a parallel route. It will help you somehow, in the later
Okay, that's a
part of your
very
career and as
heartening
well.
factor.
So I worked there during the pandemic. I started working there, and we did a couple of projects
Got
and
it.
everything. And because we had lost all hope that अब तो कोई communication होना नहीं है, 6 महीने हो गए हैं. So we were like visa expire हो चुका है, and वैसे ही PRs बंद हो गई. So we thought we've lost it. Now, after 6 months, the mail comes that you send your documents again, and so the whole process happened again. Like almost it took around 6 months, and we got our I think visas by in around 2021 sometime, and then eventually we landed in Canada in 2022 September
So exactly last year.
Last year.
And that's
then,
when you had not cleared NCA, etc. You went there once. How long?
I was like, I had started because then in my NCA I had also started, and then I got to know about LawSikho. So I think I had already registered for NCA, and the course was about to start. So I was already in the process, but I had not cleared a couple of exams because I had no much guidance and all that.
exam
I was
just
trying it on. Yeah.
So हो जाता है. If people give on their own without guidance, there is a chance of failure.
Exactly.
That happened.
And I lost a couple of attempts also, and don't waste them, and don't waste the time and money as well. So and at that time then I was doing it on my own, but eventually I used the guidance of NCA, the notes and all, and started clearing exams. एक आधा मैंने करा था खुद पहले से, and then I also had an extra exam TOTS, तो उसमें भी help हो गई थी notes में. Eventually you guys arranged those as well.
Extra exam का भी training you got. Okay. So how many exams you have cleared now?
Now so basically, as I said, I had wasted my attempt for Consti, which was the first exam I gave. So eventually I took a course for that, like from York University, but it's really expensive, guys. So don't go to that.
Better just study and give it, unless you have some more money.
Like it's almost $4,000 for one exam, so you can imagine. And I think NCA now charges $550 for per exam. So it's उतने में आप सारे कर सकते हो.
घट गया है थोड़ा सा, 470 कर दिया.
हो गया, बीच में 550 कर दिया था उन्होंने. So उतने में आप सारे दे सकते हो, in short. And you can either save money, so don't do that. So I've cleared all the exams, and just Consti का मेरा भी exam हुआ, और उसका एक assignment है, तो 6 November को it will end. It's in York University, but it's like 6 December अभी last assignment में pending. So उसमें you have to write assignments as well as give the exam as well. So it's
more
not just
मेहनत in that one.
You can say it is, and passing marks in that is in 60%, not 50.
So if you give NCA, you just have to do 50%.
50%,
at much lesser cost.
Of course. So
very good.
Suggest
so now what's the difference? In 3 days you'll be fully NCA qualified. Exam
hopefully if I get 60% in this one. So
3 days में exam है?
नहीं, assignment है, exam हो गया. Assignment submission है. Like it's like you have to choose like a case and do a critical assessment on that.
So like what is the difference in going to Canada now versus last year?
एक तो NCA हो गया है, so that's a very big difference, right? So it's, as I was hearing Navjot as well, and very inspiring journey, and a lot to rather I'll connect with him hopefully after then. This is something actually which LawSikho helps in, right? Even with Divyanshu, we had a session with him once before, so it was really helpful. And there was another gentleman, Mr. Sri Kumar. He then was in the New York course, by the way. I met him through NCA, and he was in my course in New York as well. Probably he also might be having his attempts finished or something. So this is how our community is built, as even.
So there are few LawSikho learners in Canada, and now they are connected.
Yes, that's actually like I think it'll be more fruitful for me now that because I just landed in 20th November.
And what's your roadmap for getting
I was in India.
मतलब savings, kitna roadmap?
So now so I'll be now doing some remote work. I wasn't doing it as judiciously when I was back home because I was busy in some other things as well back home, and in the exams and all. So now some remote work will be there, and parallelly I'll be applying for jobs and all over here as a legal assistant, and also now starting to prepare for my bar exam. So it's
and we'll support you with the remote work, so feel free to take the one-on-one sessions and all of that to build your profile.
Yes. So actually I didn't know about Upwork and Fiverr and all that. So these these were the platforms that I got to know through law section, you know, कि remote work भी possible है. क्योंकि
there's a network issue.
So, you know, I would say that is also a big thing. Then, of course, that is from, like, I would say I didn't use it that fully, you know, as I could. And people, community, right? So that depends. And I would say, like, it's like coaching आपको कहीं भी मिल जाएगी. And of course, it's more expensive also on other platforms or whoever.
नहीं, आपका कट रहा था आवाज, तो properly समझ नहीं आया.
Sorry, yeah, I was saying that like coaching you can get anywhere, right? Many
Coaching
people are for NCA, for bar exams, but
it's around 1.5 lakh just for NCA, 1.2, 1.5 lakhs, and they charge per subject. तो आपको extra subjects मिल गया तो you will have to pay more.
Exactly. No, I'm saying, okay, even like money, somebody might not have an issue with money and all that is also, but the community thing and the support that you get, like, you know, that's not, you won't get there somewhere else, you know, and such
and
a
still
big
you have
number.
Support. You had enrolled last year,
like,
but you still have support.
So I'm still in touch, and I know that, you know, I can ask for some help whenever needed. And now I think the barristers program, I'll be signing up for that, so that'll be for the help.
And how was the support for NCA? What all services and support was useful? What did you
got? All the notes that are there, their live classes, their recorded lectures, and then I was part of the mentorship group as well, which started recently in NCA. So we were helping other students, like, you know, in so like they're experts, of course, who teach who are teaching, and the like mentorship program is for people just for supporting them, like if anybody has any doubts or, like, you know, basic tips and tricks for the exam, like what all like a simple thing like you know, typing speed के लिए, you know, क्या कुछ है, and also like what like पहले क्या कर लेना चाहिए.
So all the students who clear many NCA exams, we are asking them to mentor the subsequent batches of NCA learners. So how many people you are mentoring?
Currently not any, because I had my course and I wanted to focus on that, but I have mentored around 5-6
people. Very good.
Not criminal, दोनों में.
Very good, great work.
And it's a paid thing, so
congrats. So इस बार, but you have some lifeline, right? 3-6 महीने आप रह सकते हो वहाँ, right? लौटना नहीं पड़ेगा.
No, because I have a PR here, so I can stay for as much time as I want. That too, at that time, because I didn't have my NCA cleared, so that's why I had gone back. Now I'll be here at least for a year or so, so that I can do my... so that I can do my bar exams and parallelly also
you start remote work. Look, if you're earning $3,000-4,000 US dollars to remote work also, you can finance yourself and have a job search.
Abhi tak because my wife is working here, so I had that luxury. So
you have that.
So it depends. So it depends for each.
फिर तो आपको बस track record बनाना है. फिर money is not important. Build a track record and you can get a job there as a legal assistant.
That is why I'm just waiting for the right opportunity. I'm not in a hurry or anything. I wanted to do it all smoothly. So that wasn't the. But yes, of course, मतलब वो opportunity आपको मिलेगी. LawSikho will help you in that. It's just that how you want to use it for yourself, you know.
Great. It's so heartening, you know, to see you, Navjot. You all were in India, now you all are in Canada, and we'll have Divyanshu also soon share. This is so amazing. Well done, congrats.
Thank you.
Guys, anything you want to say to people who are on the fence? Can LawSikho help them?
Well, I would say just first of all take the opportunity as soon as you can. Because even NCAs, you know, slowly making the exams more and more difficult with each passing day. You can see that legal research was added after. Even the exam structure has changed this time, because when I was mentoring the students, exam structure थोड़ा change कर रहे हैं वो हल्का सा हमारी तरफ से हमारे time से, and also the level of difficulty they are increasing day by day, because actually earlier it wasn't online, right? Before pandemic, with online, like more people can easily access it, but then that also creates more competition. So I would say, like, do it sooner the better, and before they start increasing more exams, or even if they increase the difficulty or the number of exams are also, some students are getting more exams now than the
Yeah.
5 basic one. So
That's covered the good news with LawSikho, because if you do it with another provider, they'll charge you per
okay.
subject, and they'll give
Yes,
you
yes,
limited
yes.
access.
That's there.
Instant
And I
access
think
for
average
extra
is
time.
around $400 से कम तो कोई नहीं है to per मतलब
पर सब्जेक्ट। तो आपका पाँच
300
पाँच
400
तो
से
मेन ही है, तो $2,000 वैसे ही हो गया। एक दो एक्स्ट्रा हो गया तो इट बी $3,000। दैट्स अराउंड
Yeah,
2.5 lakhs।
and if you do
Or
a
2
course
lakhs।
from any university, then it is like, as I told you, $4,000 per subject. तो आप उसको 5 से कर लो, so that'll be almost as much as doing as an LLM, That's उससे अच्छा फिर आप LLM कर लो।
बट उससे आपका क्लियर नहीं होगा
कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं, स्टिल आपको एक्स्ट्रा सब्जेक्ट लेने पड़ते हैं, so that's the track that some
करेक्ट।
students
20 लाख रुपए नहीं है और 6 लाख रुपए नहीं है, 5 लाख
यहाँ
रुपए नहीं है, तो दिस इज द बेस्ट।
LLM कर रहे हैं,
ग्रेट।
उनके लिए it makes sense, and cheap way to make
ग्रेट वर्क। सॉरी आवाज कट रहा है।
for law in Canada.
Great work. Okay.
Yeah, I would say this is the cheapest way and safe.
cheapest way and safe, and you can start earning also. ये भी possible है।
Yes.
आपने किया था कुछ low skill work?
Yeah. I did a lot of remote work. I didn't do, as I said, I had my language skills which were there. And yes, if you guys can start learning French while you're there, that is one skill which will be really helpful.
Harsh, can you just be here 1 sec? I need a quick washroom break. And
sure.
Sorry. Harsh, are you here? I'm just coming back in a moment. We'll then complete the conversation with you, Navkaran, and then we'll interact with Divyansh. Just give me a moment. And you can share any last tips also in the meanwhile for the people who are here. Okay, I'll just switch off my video. Harsh may be there, he may switch on, but you can share, or you could answer questions if people ask. Guys, you can ask him questions.
Sure. So I was saying, like, French would be a good asset if you guys can start learning that. That's quite helpful in securing a job, and generally also in Canada. So yeah, it's like many of the jobs, like especially I live in Ottawa, so it's the capital area, and so French is the second language after English. So by many of the jobs here, especially in the legal field, they say that being bilingual is an asset. So if you have that, you will have an edge over others who would only be speaking maybe English or any other language. That is why it is there. Yeah, LawSikho was quite helpful. We get a lot of support from them regarding the notes. There are recorded lectures which you can visit if you're not able to attend the live lectures. So you can always attend, use the recorded lectures and use them. Yes, Quebec French is necessary, but generally also overall in Ontario, French is quite common. And so that is why I was saying it's an asset. If we're just talking about exceptional skills that we can have so that we can be on an edge. So that is why it's just a suggestion. It's not necessary.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. He's shifting to Canada. Good decision. If you want to, great. Otherwise, do remote work from India. Depends on what you want.
Yeah. That's always an option, and you get paid in dollars.
Yeah. Great. Congrats, Navkaran. Well done. Super proud of you. Thank you so much. Guys, some roaring feedback for Navkaran. He is here from Canada. From Ottawa, right?
Ottawa, yeah. So we have the Parliament and the Supreme Court here.
The capital city.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Thank you so much.